on it for a second. Don't want to get hooked though. Nice little nade onto Smurf, and oh, instantly taken down. They do trade for aim god those. That's a really good position for Shock to be in. You take out one support and a second one there as well in Arc, and that's pretty much the fight over and done with. Especially for someone like Arna too, who has so much...
Trying to interrupt it, and now San Francisco just going after it.
Oh, there you go. There they go. Huh? I mean, that's what the comp does, hey!
I was trying to
just press W and then one.
I was going to toss it to you. I'm like, Jack, break down this play-by-play, do it, and you're like, ah, they're dead.
Well, they're dead.
That's
so
kind of...
And Choi's been hacked too, so he has to actually get off the point. This might just be a complete cap here with no real fight. Moth also went down on the side. Tuba finishes him off, and now he has the EMP. Shock also has the EMP for themselves too. Does Tuba actually want to use it here? I doubt it. Yep, Striker and Smurf are going to go down, and that will just be it. They've got a lot of tools in the bank though, Hex. 60%, not the worst. Yeah, I think I missed it as well. Rascal doesn't have his EMP anymore, but there's a massive EMP from the Just. They threw everything at that, literally everything apart from the Nano Boost. They use Whole Hog, they use Valk, they use EMP, and Grab. Like, okay.
Around the corner.
Smurf's going so low already, he needs to get taken out. There's the EMP, there's the Bob on the point. EMP from Tuba. Managed to find Choi and Violet, who's going pretty low. Death Blossom at least takes care of Decay, but the Bob is doing a lot of work here and just zoning out the rest of the Shock. It's going to find Moth and actually a D-Mech as well on Choi Obin. Stitch ends up finishing him off too with the help of the damage boost, and OT is ticking down, and Washington Justice still controlling. Smurf is able to get back in time, but I mean, right now you're running into a Tuba with a hack, and Stitch is basically playing Duck Hunt. Well, Striker, he's on fire. OT is still here. They need a miracle pick at this point. Shock going to be able to maybe get a Coalescence off. They've got EMP available. They send that out to K. Janu and Aimgod gets hit. Aimgod can't use his Nano Boost, but it's going to eventually fade away, and he sends it out straight onto Decay. It doesn't matter what hero Decay is on. He's always receiving the Nano Boost. A D-Mech onto the Diva as the beat comes through from Shock. Both support ultimates now down. There's little hope for them now on this point, and the Justice still control. Stitch sends out another Bob as two... Jano and Decay trying to find a little bit of space here, but Rascal playing Gatekeeper at the moment with these hacks. Nice kill on Decay. Exactly what they're waiting for, right? There is the speed boost, they run forwards, and Striker gets a 4K. Not too bad at all. Good start for Shock. However, there is a cap going on. Yeah, Super almost managed to, and Striker is in trouble. He does manage to use the Wraith Walk to get away, but Choi Obin wasn't quite as lucky. The Coalescence is going to help in this healing, and a TP from the to the backline as well by Striker. Justice were not expecting that, and then a late beat by Moth as well just made sure both Rascal and Striker could stay alive. The Shock just are going to 100-0 this one, it feels like. I mean, you have Stitch near the point, yes, but he's in no mood to really do anything. Striker just jumps on him, solo Death Blossom on the DPS, and now Justice, they're in stall mode. Is Janu now on the Wrecking Ball? Decay has to just stay alive, hope he gets a Graviton Surge, but it's looking rather unlikely. The Shock are now just controlling. He's got it, but this is looking almost impossible. Janu gets tagged up as well, and maybe he gets a little bit of support here. They do Nano Decay, throw out the grab, and it only finds Choi's mech. He ends up finding the kill, and he's going to have to find a little bit more than that, and they don't quite end up touching the point for the recontestation on over. Striker and Rascal just jumping in. Although, ouch, that hurt. Smurf takes an early L. Same with Choi. Gets D-Mech'd and instantly killed, and that will be Striker going down as well. That's the point. Unlocking Justice to pick up this one rather easily. That will be it. I mean, these are the kind of points they want to fight on, right, Hex? At the end of the day, your comp, if it doesn't get flanked with the Lucio and the Moira, or the tanks can't run you down, is a good thing. And these...
playing it back, and so I think that the map actually favors the composition of the Justice here.
Oh, Smurf took so much damage. The bomb's going to come out as well on the point. I'm not sure there's a hope for Shock now, as Rascal has also been hacked on the side, and that's going to be really Tuba's job as well. Just making sure Rascal can't get these free hacks down. It's a little bit less consistent.
70% loss.
EMP's going to come out. Oh, that's a big EMP. That's 5 people from the Shock hacked up. And Janu with the whole hog takes 3 with him and some more as well. Oh, goodbye, Moth. Straight into the cars. Oh, Decay just punches him to his death, and now 80% for the... Should be able to do this. I mean, Striker's TP into the back line, unleashes the Death Blossom as well. Arc ends up going down. Striker gets kind of just like interrupted. He gets hooked out of it, but it's not going to mean anything. He ends up getting killed by Stitch, who's still alive and well in the back line. Someone has to deal with him. It's exactly the same stage as University Hex. It's exactly what happened again.
Yep.
Striker goes in for something deeper. Stitch stays alive and then just does all the damage in the world, just carrying the fight from the back line as everybody's trying to focus on Decay and killing Janu as well. OT is here with 99% building up. Smurf gets killed before he can get to the point. Same with Moth. Just takes a face plant to the ground. And the Shock, with a couple of members left, aren't going to make it back. And the Justice should be able to just clean it up as an EMP. A victory one. Choi is very sad. He gets EMP'd, manually hacked, and then naded. That will be it, as the whole hog will shove everybody off the point as well. And the Justice are going to be able to claim Oasis.
The Washington Justice making a first potential with her primary.
Oof. Okay, good start. Killing off Arns. Should be able to get the res off though. Moth is burning currently. Kind of needs healing. He has no HP. Someone help him. Tuber ends up finishing him off, and Arns. As soon as you take down the enemy DPS, the enemy's long range DPS, if you're the Ashe, and it's exactly what Stitch did, you throw the dynamite towards the take down Stitch, who's already near a bomb, by the way. He's just about building up to it now. With Choi dead, that's it. There's the bomb. And now you can't really do much if you're the Shock, because you only have Smurf at the front line. He's going to go fairly low as well. They're actually going to nano in. Oh, and a perfect sleep onto Rascal as well by Aim God. Yeah, there is no way Shock win this fight. And they lose their nano boost too, because Smurf didn't generate really anything of it. They're going to go for a flank, but it's just going to be dying on the payload to stall for some additional time. But the Justice currently eggs just rolling through King's Row.
And again, and
he cancelled EMP again. I didn't even hear the voice line. It was so quick.
No, I didn't. Yeah.
What? So Rascal's EMP gets absolutely nothing because it got interrupted yet again. The amount of interrupted EMPs we've seen so far is absurd. And that's just today. Oh so, my word. So again, if Stitch is getting this perma pocket, that's a one-shot. Oh, and Choi he was on fire. Double headshot as well by Stitch. Bob in the back line too. Smurf going pretty low. Rascal suffering the same fate. Twilight ends up going down. Tuba takes two with him. And yeah, this is going to be it. Decay's just running to the back line. Arns just desperately trying to kill Stitch, but it is not happening. In fact, you know who's up there? Arc is going to chase him down and kill Arns. And that's it. That's the round's over. 4 minutes and 40 seconds for Justice.
Washington does not. San Francisco relying just on respawns, and Arns hits that shot.
I thought that was a little bit too aggressive. I was about to call him out for his aggressiveness because I thought Stitch was going to hand it to him, but he did not. Smurf going pretty low too. This is still very good. Problem is, Arns is still on the high ground and he can just start clicking heads. Decay is fully charged though, with the Graviton Surge coming online rather soon. Twilight does nano Rascal to push him forward, and Arns ends up clicking on Tuba's head. So now it is looking pretty bad for Justice. The Graviton Surge is kind of going to come out. They don't need it because Arns is waiting for everybody to enter. There's the bomb is going to come out, but I don't believe the bomb is actually hacked, so it could work in their favor. Although Janu instantly going down is not going to be a good sign. Choi pretty low too. He gets grabbed on the other side of the wall, so Washington Justice can't really do damage to him now. They finally found him and he's going pretty low. Breather's going to come out, and luckily a nade landed on him as well. They still managed to take out Smurf, and now Choi in the small room. He managed to push him away. The nano booster gets applied as well, and that's Justice. They're gone. Aim God Decay end up going down. Perfectly played there by both. Does get damaged a little bit. Yeah, they know he's there. Pulse Bomb comes out. Oh, hits the Mercy. Oh, Moth is dead. Perfect. Now Justice can go on the attack. No res because Murphy's dead. If you could res yourself, that would be ridiculous. Arns goes for the short-range shots, but can't quite get it. Oh dear. Tuba's dicing with death here, but he manages to out-duel Arns, and Aim God and Stitch in the front line manages to take care of the tanks.
I just want to give Washington a ton of credit for the confidence they had. He was going to hit that pulse bomb.
Because to come out soon, I can imagine. Rascal, whoa, that's big. He does get Graviton Surge though, and Decay's going to get Nano. This is actually pretty good for the Justice if they can move forward. Ox pop the wings also, but that whole hog's going to make sure Decay can't get any more damage done. Tuba's still in the back line. All they need to do now is try and either deal with Tuba or just shove out Decay near towards his spawn. And Aid is definitely going to do that. Hook goes a little bit wide and bounces off Decay's shield. But now, I'll let him go. Yeah, he's in trouble. Jana comes back with a little bit of vengeance though and takes care of Smurf, but now he's hacked and antied. Stitch is holding down the fort as Art goes for the res on Aim God. And Spawner's advantage now will just aid. Oh no, Arns. Trying to dive and dodge. Moth is going pretty low. There's the bomb coming out. You've got to be careful of Moth though. Oh, instantly the bomb takes out Rascal, and look at this position he's in too. It does mean that the rest of the Shock are going to have to cower in the Mega Room. Choi Obin does punish Decay for going aggressive though, but Janu does get rezzed. Again, Spawners are looking pretty good. Decay's going to come up and he has the grab, and Janu's got the, well, he's got the whole hog. He gets hacked, but Stitch has got the nano. Twilight's dead. Moth is to follow as well. So there was no hope really for Tuba, and Arn switches over to the Ashe and manages to pick off Stitch. They managed to get the res, but is it going to be good enough? This EMP was too good. The supports from Justice weren't really there at all. They got Graviton Surge in the Mega Health Pack room. There was no line of sight for Ingod and Arc to fly to him. And now the Shock are pushing on forwards. Smurf's going to get slept, yes, and pulse bombed. but there's still a lot of pressure on the point. Graviton Surge to help deal with Choi, but he's going to be more than safe, taking a breather as well. Decay, he may be half charged, but he's all alone on the point, and Arns is sitting all the way back on another map, just clicking heads. Bob's going to come out, it's going to get hacked, and now the San Francisco Shock, all they need to do is just sit and lie and wait, pick off people one by one by one. It's up to Tuba to really do anything on this Widow, and he finds Arns. Can he find anything else though?
Who is this new Tuba player? He's playing heroes we haven't really expected him to play, and he's actually getting stuff done.
And Aim God comes out on BAP and kills
Getting
Choi.
a couple.
This should be it though.
Right.
Yeah, the Bob was way too much pressure for them, and yeah, Smurf coming back on the Wrecking Ball. Yeah, okay, so Rascal goes for this hack on Aim God. Can they actually follow up anything? I'm not sure they can. And Stitch is in a very good space, actually getting damage boosted too. He needs to be able to kill Smurf. They get Moth and Arns too. Decay again! There is nothing this man cannot do. Choi Open kills two, but is it really enough? Arc goes down, but Tuba and Stitch alive. Pulse Bomb coming up for him soon. Tuba luckily had the recall available and scurries back to a miniature health pack. Stitch eventually goes down as Choi goes whole hog, kills 3 people, not quite with the whole. Aggressive. A Pulse Bomb from Tuba does end up missing, and Moth is now in trouble. Tuba burns the recall early, but it's still on Twilight. He gets taken out by Stitch. A bomb is going to come in. The EMP is pretty good, and Decay ends up going down as Choi marches aggressively forward, but Stitch is still alive. Way direction, and Janu ends up getting rezzed. That Decay Nano was actually perfect. It created so much space. A Graviton Surge on payload will end up killing Smurf. Moth is going to have a hard time doing anything now as he's dragged back in. Stitches finds 2 as well. That's OT. It's ticked down. Shock are going to get held just before this. We say that, but it's happened before.
Yes, it has.
Okay, well, there you go. Huge pick. Resurrection's coming through. Ooh, and Moth goes down. He does get the res, but it doesn't matter because Stitches just exists. Stitch's existence is enough. Dynamite's thrown in. Smurf is purple. He's got the self-bubble, but Choi is dead, and that will be first point, sir. 4 minutes and 30 seconds going through Street Page. And Hex, really all that they... Moth does get jumped on by Tuba, but he is okay. There's the Bob, but there's the nade from Twilight. That's 3 people, in fact. Janu, Aim God, and Decay take a sit down. But, I mean, this is actually good for Justice, to be fair.
She'll see. Decay versus Smurf here is, I think, going to be the decider. Unless Rascal just ruins it first.
There's the EMP. Oh, EMP and grab. And they grab as well. Oh, Justice. Oh, no, no, no. That was the one big tool they really had, and well, it's getting pocketed by Arc and pocketed by Decay as well. There's the whole hod, takes care of Bob, and a resurrection onto Tuba as well. And the San Francisco Shock are actually split Hex. The Justice are still moving the payload. They managed to get Nano off, but it's on Arns, and he's in no position and no real place to actually do anything. They're trapped in the London Underground, Hex. They forgot their Oyster card, they can't get out. The payload's going to touch the golden box of victory, or orange box in this case. Choi's going pretty low. He gets anti-dated in the front. Twilight's going to have to perform a miracle, but it's not going to happen. The Justice a little bit wide. And yep, 2 ticks have been acquired with the help of Bob. Someone from the Shock has to touch. It's Smurf. He instantly dies. And now Choi's in a lot of trouble as well. Arns might be able to carry this on the Widowmaker, but it's looking rather unlikely as Janu with the whole hog pushes him off the map. And that'll be Justice claiming point A.
Is this just the Washington Bobs or what? It feels like every fight.
Yeah, but now Stitch is on low. Yeah, Arc actually popped the Valkyrie for that too, so this is not that great, I can imagine. Unless they get like a miracle pick here. They still want to fight though, as Tuba does have the CMP, but Janu goes way too deep. Tuba's also dead now. And without your main follow-up there, I think Justice was just trying to die ASAP. You can't really get out. You could have definitely just all reset yourself, but they wanted to get a little set on, by the way. Oh, dearie me. If the headshot wasn't going to kill you, Violet definitely was. Those orbs were sent straight towards Stitch's face. Arc trying to glide around the corners to go onto someone using the wings, but he is now dead. Yeah, this looks rather unwinnable. They're still going to invest their grab, though.
Oh, no.
They do, and guess what happens? They transcend it. However, the Justice still have this EMP Hex, but it's going to have to be another reset. There's no way they win this. If they commit anything more, it would definitely be a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, because they got the...
Making sure he doesn't get a headshot on the cross. That's all you can really do with the hog, to be fair. Nice kill by Stitch, though, onto Striker. Arns, though, setting up a little bit of a nest on the high ground. Name God goes down, the Resurrection comes through, but the Transcendence from Violet is keeping the tanks alive in the back line. He's on the miniature health pack. I managed to steal it away as well. Decay gives a hello and a farewell as he goes back to spawn, and now with 4 seconds remaining, Violet does what Violet does on the Zen. There is no hope for the Justice now. 0 ticks on second point, Hex. Justice, they managed to claim first next to Arns. Moth is also sitting there next to Arns. They claim some control on the point. At least they get Smurf and Janu's fall. And the space that is being created here, ooh, that nano was pretty good. Stitch takes out Moth. Okay, I may have to just eat my own hurt in just a moment. Maybe not, as Violet takes down Tuba. It's all up to Decay. The Decay show once again, but can he claim any of the prizes? I don't think so. Ends up ending his own life, unfortunately. And Arn's kills Aim got off also. And makes short work. The Graviton Surge coming up as well. And Arn's playing all alone, mind you, as well. I'm not sure if they got that call out. Well, Tuba is dead now, so he couldn't even go for him if he really wanted to. Stitch is going to fall, Arc to follow. And this is going to be it, actually. Shock is just going to take this point. Pulse bomb, goodbye. And the Shock, this is what we thought we'd see. Capture point 2, just like that. That pulse bomb being thrown out as well. Not finding Janu, but Twilight definitely did. That hook was good onto the tanks again, but that's really all that they found. A resurrection from Moth as well as he pops the wings. Violet is back up and ready to fight. However, dropping down to the payload isn't really where you want to be, especially against Decay up on the high ground. However, pushing the payload is the main objective of the shot currently. As you can see, Justice is struggling to actually get back. In fact, they're not even going to get there at all. Look at the ults that they have online as well. They're all stuck in server room, Hex.
Well, they did just get served, so it's appropriate. They do have to get out. You want to keep Decay with his...
Sitting on point. Oh dear, that's not what you want to be, Arns. Fortunately got naded there by M-God. Decay jumps on him. A good transcendence here from the San Francisco Shock. It might not matter, because if they kill Decay, he's not going to be able to get grabbed. Choi's going to find the kill on him, as well as Arns killing off Aim-God. So now, the Justice really can't go for this big recontest. There's so much point pressure with this Valkyrie from Moth too. There is no way they hold on to this. A pulse bomb onto the Roadhog. Janu bites the dust, and that will be the Shock capping this next point. And the Transcendence was good. Normally you'd say, wow.
Tank line, or the back line when the tanks dive in.
Well, look at this. Janu is just trying to pressure the back line of the Shock, but there's just so much pressure that it's almost impossible to do so. Decay goes down, Janu fell, Aim-God also dead. At least Arns dies, but Moth has the resurrection. He brings him back to life. The Bob's going to come out, but the self-destruct actually launches him away, and Stitches Bob just instantly dies. Setting a record, Hex, but making good time. The Bob comes out from Arns, and that puts a lot of pressure now onto Tuba, who can't really do much. Decay eventually lets loose his Graviton Surge, but like I mentioned before, Violet had enough time to build up a Transcendence, and they're going to be more than okay sitting on this point. Arns is now just sitting in training range, just clicking on head after head after head, and this should just be it. The Hog comes out, but the Primal Rage is good enough to bat him away, and the Shock now with 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Make sure they couldn't go for that res. Yeah, Choi and Moth are being pressured out, and in fact, Decay just being on the high ground, just existing there, forces Choi and Moth back all the way, and then he just beams them both down. Decay just solo carrying that first point. A little time in the bank, but I mean, the Shock now have a perfect position to... That was a nasty hook by Janu. That hook looked like spaghetti. It was like weaving around the ship. And there's no resurrection really possible here either, because Janu's just sitting on him. Another nice little hook there on Choi, who's going low, hoping for the Primal Rage, but doesn't quite get it. Yeah, well, X, I said, dives good on this next point, and well, Justice, they land one nice little hook, and they... For his sins walking forward, but yeah, he's getting time pocketed by almost everybody now. Violet's having the time of his life shooting a Hog, but not quite so lucky are Smurf and Striker, now Decay chasing people into their spawn. A great time back maybe for the Justice here as Joy ends up going down as well. Self-destruct gets launched in. Unfortunately, can't get the remake. Bob's going to come out, smack on the back of that rocket, and that will be it. 2 minutes and 42 seconds versus...
Moth might just preemptively do this around 30 seconds. Yes, Valkyrie out for Moth.
Oh no, Violet is in trouble. Striker ends up killing off Aim-God, and actually Violet used the Transcendence. He was a little bit too scared of Tuba there, but also forcing the momentum, and that's exactly what they did do. Striker marching forwards. He has that damage boost, mind you, but with Moth popping the Valkyrie, just an easy lot of healing, or just lost his mech already. OT is still ticking down with the Dynamite on the point now. Choi's in a lot of trouble, and a Transcendence for Aim-God 2, straight on top of Decay's grab. You'd think that's an enemy grab. Oh no, it's not. He's just there to actually stall. OT is ticking down, and that's the kill feed. Just lighting up with a lot of orange body hanging around the server room. He's got Pulse Bomb in hand as well. You see that damage boost fell. Now Stitch is in trouble. Pulse Bomb goes a little bit wide as he uses the Coach Gun to get out of the way. Now the Pocket has arrived. Art can't quite keep him alive, though, as Violet was there to apply the Discord and a few extra bullets as well. Stitch, Aim-God, Tuba are dead. 45 seconds now for the Justice as the Shock want to take this to a match.
Watch this.
Well, the Graviton is going to come out, but it only gets one, and it gets Aim-God, and the Transcendence is going to save him, but... Oh, it was all for nothing. Decay and Tuba end up going down in a blink of an eye. The Graviton Surge looked like it whiffed, but apparently not. The Shock didn't need it anyway. There you go. They hold them just before that first point, and the shot...
Burn through the Rhine Shield as well. But right now, Sims is going controlling, counting up. Bob comes in.
Oh dear. Yeah, the Bob knock up. Oh, the Bob kills two. Maybe a third. Come on, Bob, you can do it. Oh no, Striker's going to TP away. That was really nice juggling there at the point. I must
Time and time again.
That is a big wall, and Striker's TPing in the back line. There's the EMP, though, try and counter it. The Blizzard already came out, and the Justice are split. Both tanks are dead. Stitch is on the high ground. Can he find any kills? He gets one, and Engard manages to kill off Moth with the nade, but the sustain, really, and the staying power from the Shock is just way too great, really, for the Justice to do anything. Another very quick flip around, as 34% for the Justice was built. Well, that's about it, and now the Shock could just push on forward.
Get back through here, I guess you back cap.
1v1 duel, yeah, you might as well. The Bob's going to come out, the Shadows, oh, it's absolutely huge. Oh, it was all set up for him, but it still looked pretty. And there's the Coalescence to finish him off as well. Almost a complete team kill if Tuba wasn't invisible.
Big thing to look at is probably see where this grab hits. It hits plenty, but she has a grab.
Look at that, instantly. The Blizzard is used in the front line. Violet goes down, but everything's all frozen up. Not much they can do in the front line. Johnny kills Striker with the whole hog, but still the Shock control the points. The EMP can come in at any moment from the Justice, and it does look like the Shock now just want to back off. Forcing something else here would be beautiful, but getting the Graviton Surge out isn't too bad whatsoever. Yeah, the Shock might have just overstepped their boundaries. Decay ends up falling. They just need one more pick, ideally. Tuba finds a hack and is building up towards an EMP. This should just be it if they can get this one off on the front line, but this Coalescence is good. The EMP rockets through Shock and hits 5 people. Johnny still ends up going down, and Stitch is coming back as well. Somehow Justice have found their way into this fight, but Super is still swinging. 10% away from the Earth Shatter, and Moth finds a kill onto Stitch. There you go. Oh, my heart was fluttering, but Shock, they settle it. Aimgod and Decay end up going down, and Shock managed to control the points. Overtime. Super does end up going down yet again. The barrage is going to come through as well. That's almost a team kill. Striker in the back, and Choi going low as well. He is going to fall. Goodbye, Striker. Team kill for the Justice. Not quite as super that one. Striker has Pulse Bomb though. Nano boost onto Tuba. That's a one-shot onto Violet. Into that one coming. Luckily to get res, he's actually lost the Mercy. He doesn't know where Moth went, but he popped Valkyrie to get out of there rather easily. And a Graviton Surge on top of Janu. That's the wrong team, Decay, unfortunately. I think there was maybe a little bit of anti-synergy there as the whole hog was going off as well. They managed to always, so the Shot can't get onto the point. Luckily enough, Super comes back on the ball. Doesn't instantly die like he did in the hog before. Aimgod falls, and that's a good pick. However, Choi going down, Super is going to have a tough opportunity now to make anything work. Ark finds a nice little res onto Aimgod as well. Decay now 100 energy after that Pulse Bomb landed onto Janu. Arns is just having the roughest game on the McCree. Cannot touch Tuba up in the air as he finally falls on the Cree, so you might be able to just spawn camp it. Striker does get naded and Super actually slept. Stitch easily dealing with Striker as the point unlocks and Shot go for the cap. They're not even able to do so as the rest of the Justice are able to step on just in time. Arns at least deals with Stitch, but he's all alone near this mega health pack. He can scurry for it, but I mean, that's really all you can do. Moth dashing back to the spawn, or at least trying to, with Tuba taking care of Arns. That will one of the tanks almost instantly kill them. There's the hook from Super. Nice little one, but Tuba's in the back. Oh, onto Choi and to Choi. Oh my goodness. The Washington Justice, 50% on the board. Transcendence for Violet to try and move forward. Decay is territory safe and can almost basically one-shot somebody. Both breathers have been used by the Hogs first. And oh, Super. That was good. Almost baited him in there. You can see him kind of walking towards him. He didn't really expect that at all. There's the hook, there's the one shot, and Ark just flies away back to his spawn. But still good.
On this control map, they have the grab. The grab goes in immediately.
A ridiculously early grab. The Pulse Bomb's going to layer on top as well, and Striker finds 2. The hook in to Janu. 78% and building for the Shock. They managed to resurrect Violet as well in the chaos. They managed to touch the point as well with Tuba. Arns has a perfect fire line with the Bob out as well. Decay ends up going down, and Violet pops the Transcendence to get a bit of momentum on the point. That's going to be it, surely. Justice do manage to find the reflip, but they're already dead. Arns finds 2 with the help of the Bob. Violet and the rest of the Shock jump onto the point. It really is the battle of Thermopylae Hex. The Spartans tried so hard, but they couldn't quite make it work. Aimgod, Decay, they're dead. Overtime ticking down, and Shock finding the reverse sweep. Janu on the emergency diva tries to get back to the point in time, but it wasn't to be. The Shock are going to push everybody away with the whole hog, and that will be it. The secret weapon in Super comes out and saves the Shock.